Stop. You're in the right place. Welcome to ISS, In Search of Success. And I'm your host, Peter Alma. And today we want to talk about how to understand money. So, with that, we're going to take a simple topic such as that and explore how well people understand how to use money or if they even know what money is. Sit back, relax, drop that theme music.
Peter Alba gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid. But now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen. Welcome to ISS, we in search of success. Graduating cap and gowns, and we get nothing less. Participation in that class helped me do well on my test. When I got black education, there's no need to ever stress. Said I come from the trenches and sit and wait on the bus. Though my parents not here, got leaders fighting for us. And they look like me, so you know they got trust. Peter Alma got our back, ain't no reason to fuss. Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid. But now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen. Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid. But now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen. Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid. But now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen.
All right. I know that's a dope theme song, but nonetheless, welcome back. Welcome back. And we're talking about how to understand the dollar or the dollar bill. Now, it's my belief that most people really don't understand how the dollar bill should be used. Um, the dollar bill is considered money, but it's not money. It's actually currency. And think about currency for a second, or current. Uh, what comes to mind when we say this word current or currency? Uh, we think about water, moving water. And that's how money or the dollar bill should be viewed as a tool that allows for the movement of goods and assets. Now, notice how I'm using this goods and assets, or goods and or assets. But your understanding of it will determine which one you spend the dollar bill on, goods, and an asset can be a good, but I'm using the word asset distinctly for a reason, and I'll show you why here shortly. The dollar bill is, or what we consider money, and I'm gonna just say money. What we consider money, which is a dollar bill, is the lowest yielding asset. Now, it's considered an asset, but it is the lowest yielding asset. Well, what do I mean by that? It's the asset that is going to yield the lowest return, meaning give us the lowest return over a period of time. Now, let me explain that like this. We put money in a savings account. So I'll take my money to the bank, drop it into a savings account, and over a period of time, the bank is going to give me interest on that money, currency, dollar bill, right? Most banks are yielding a return of 0.01% annually. Well, what does that mean? That means if I put $1,000 in a bank account and after a period of 12 months, 1 year, at a percentage of 0.01, that $1,000 will earn me 10 whole dollars after spending a year in a bank account. And this is what we mean by the lowest yielding asset. Now think about it. Now the bank is going to loan you money out based on your credit score, and it will not be at 0.01%. You get that? Meaning that if you go into the bank to borrow money, they're going to hit you at a relatively nice interest rate so that they can make more money. So your interest rate, I'll put it like this. I remember one time when I bought a car, and because my credit score was stellar, uh, I typically keep a nice credit score. We could talk about that too. But because my credit score was considered good, my interest rate was only 3% on my car. So I paid my car off. Well, I'll put it like this. When I sold my car, I made money on the car, and it was like they paid me for driving the car for 2 years because my interest rate was so low, 3%. So when you start talking about 6, 7, to me, anything when you paying a car note, anything above 6% is ridiculous. Now I've seen people with 22% interest rate, but again, I digress. I'm off topic, so let me get back on topic. So the dollar itself is the lowest yielding asset, meaning again that if we put it into a savings account, it's only going to yield about 0.01%. Now there's some bank accounts or savings type bank accounts that'll give you more APY, but and that means annual percentage yield. There's some, but again, you have to drop a certain amount in those accounts in order to what we call money marketing accounts. You put a large amount into those accounts, and they earn you a higher interest rate. But for the most part, a regular savings account is only going to yield you about 0.01%. Again, drop $1,000 into an account, after a year, it's going to earn $10, which is very, very low. And so with that understanding, there are other assets that you can invest in that will bring you a greater return on the dollar. And this is what people have to understand. Now, let's explore the minds of some people. I want to show you a quick video of how some people would say they would use the dollar bill.
If I had $1,000, I think I'd save it.
Good morning. If I had $1,000 right now, I would save that $1,000.
If I had $1,000 right now, I'd choose to save my money.
If I had $1,000 right now, I would invest.
If I had $1,000, I'd pay bills.
If I had $1,000, I would invest it. Investments are the best thing that you can do. Invest your money, double your money, make it back to yourself. So definitely, for me, I'm investing.
Well, there you have it. You have a whole group of people here who use money all the time, with very different perspectives of how to use $1,000. And again, it could be any amount, but let's dissect some of their responses. So some said they would save it. Well, majority said that they would save it. One individual said that he would pay bills. And I think 2 people said that they would invest their money. And so pose the question for a second. Which person or which people would use the money in the right way? Well, I don't want to really say there's a right and a wrong answer, but for me and my understanding of money, I believe that the investment is the better strategy on making money. You get that? See, my perspective of money is totally different. And again, I'm using the dollar bill in the same context as money. Now, let's talk about this for a second. Every dollar, well, let me say it like this. Remember now, money is a tool. And what do we use tools for? We use tools to construct or deconstruct something. Tools are helpful instruments in the process of building, right? Now, let me say that again. Tools are helpful instruments in the process of building. So money has to be viewed as a tool to help build something. And what we're trying to build is wealth. Ultimately, we're trying to build wealth. And so, with that being said, you have to learn how to use money in that perspective. Now, I see money as employees. If I have $1,000 bill, that means I have 1,000 employees who never gets tired, who needs to go out and make me at least 2 more of each one of them. Notice what I said. If I have 1,000 employees, I need those 1,000 employees to go out and make me 2 more of them. So for every dollar that I put into the workforce, I'm expected to make $2 off of that $1. So in return, I should be getting back $3 because all my dollars are employees who have to go to work. Understand, the human body gets tired. The human mind gets tired. And at some point, this mind and this body will no longer be able to work. But the thing about money never gets tired and money never wears out. So it could go to work for 24 hours, 7 days a week and never lose any sleep. I can't work like that. So guess what? I have employees who can work like that, and that's what they're supposed to do for me. Does that make sense? So understand, the dollar is an employee who has to go out and make more dollars. Nobody can make money the way money can make money. So what we do is, versus spending money on bills, and that's a whole nother subject altogether, using bills, the dollar bills, to pay other bills. You get that? So instead of using money to pay bills, instead of putting money into a low yielding savings account, and instead of putting money buying clothing and shoes and stuff like that, we should better learn how to invest money so that money can be properly used as a tool to build wealth. So shout out to those people who said they would invest their money, because that is the right answer for me. And in understanding that now, let me give you an example. I really do not have a personal car. I don't have a personal vehicle that I drive. I do have some nice cars, but I don't consider any of them my personal vehicle. So what I do is I take um I take money and I go to the auction and I buy cars. And I own so many cars, and people buy cars from me. They finance cars, so I let people put a down payment on a car, and they pay me a monthly payment. So I take my dollar and I take my dollar to the auction. I say, dollar, go buy me a car that I could pay cash for, but I could also finance it to somebody else. So I go buy a car and I pay cash for it. I then bring that car home, right? Clean it up, fix whatever wrong with it, put a few more dollars in it if necessary. Put a few more dollars in it, and then take that car and say, hey, this car's for sale for X amount of dollars. All right. Now I get my initial payment for the car, I get back in the form of a down payment. So hypothetically, I paid $3,000 for a car. I want $3,000 down on that car, and then I'll finance that car at, just say, $59.99, $49.99, $51.99, whatever the case may be. And that person would pay me $200 a month. Now, can you see how my 3,000 employees just went out and began to make me more of themselves that I'm not working for, that I'm not staying up slaving for? I go to sleep, but that money is still out there working. So imagine now, I have 40 to 50 cars out there like that that's paying me $200 a month. Now you do the math. 200 times 50, we have what? $10,000 a month of residual income that I'm not working for. Those my dollars who are employees have gone out and began to generate other dollars to come in and finance my lifestyle. So no longer my paycheck, which I'm trading life for dollars for, whenever I go to a job or somebody else's plantation, I'm simply selling them life for a portion of money. So that cannot be used to pay bills. No, my assets that I bought, the car is an asset that I purchased to go out and work for me to make me more money that I don't have to get up and slave for. So this is the tool to building wealth. We buy real estate. We buy, whether it's land or houses or commercial real estate. We buy these things because they're assets that'll go out and make us money when we can no longer make money. And this is how we have to understand how to use the tool that we call the dollar bill. This is a very simple talk, a very simple podcast that gives us a better understanding of how to use money. With that being said, this is Peter Alma signing out. If you have any questions, always hit me up at issinsearchofsuccess@gmail.com. We are here to serve you, to give you this information. So, peace.
Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid, but now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen. Welcome to ISS, we in search of success. Graduating cap and gowns and we get nothing less. Participation in that class helped me do well on my test. When I got black education, there's no need to ever stress. Said I come from the trenches and sit and wait on the bus. Though my parents not here, got leaders fighting for us. And they look like me, so you know they got trust. Peter Alma got our back, ain't no reason to fuss. Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid, but now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen. Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid, but now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen. Peter Alma gon' get it handled, he tryna help these kids. Been going through the struggle, they think education mid, but now they got the teachers to help bring them out of this. Said they wanna write their stories, now grab that pencil and pen.